Hello everyone, this is Vlada and welcome to Vlada's Place. In this video, we are experimenting to see if we can make croissants using sourdough. I have a very cold dough and butter, so I'm just gonna put thin slices of butter. Once again, make sure that your sourdough dough has been properly activated and properly chilled. So when it comes to butter, unsalted is preferable, but I have a mixture of both salted and unsalted butter. And what we're gonna do here is basically layered these thin sheets of butter and just keep folding the dough so that we create those characteristic layers in croissants. When I was visiting France last year, I had an opportunity to bake with a professional baker and to learn how to make croissants. And one thing that I learned is making sure to layer the butter properly in between the dough layers. One of the most important things there was this machine through which the dough was rolled to make sure that butter was evenly spread in between each layer. Since I don't have that machine, I'm gonna have to do this by hand. And also, we are using different type of dough, which rises slower and it also has a different texture. All right, you saw what I did. And now that we have enough butter, we're gonna put the dough back in the fridge because the dough will warm up as you go through the process of applying butter. It's been in the fridge for an hour and now we're gonna get back to it and finish it off. When making croissants, the dough temperature is very important, and very often the professional bakeries will have a cold counter as well, just to keep the temperature perfect so the butter and dough work together well. Considering that we're doing this all by hand, the layers inside already look good. The goal here is to create as many layers as possible, and that's why I'm cutting the dough and I'm stacking it as I am. Once we have it nicely stocked, I'm going to thin it once again, and then I'm gonna pre-cut the sheets of the dough and put them back in a freezer for just a little bit. By the way, did you know that croissants can also be made with raw fat? A lot of times during the fall when animals were slaughtered, there was a thick sack of pure fat close to the animal's kidneys. And this fat did not need to be cooked and it was ready for baking. So basically all you need to do is just take it out of that sack and you could apply it to pastries just like butter. These particular desserts were called salgnazzi. It acted pretty much just like butter. I'm letting sheets rest for just 10 minutes in a freezer and then we're gonna start rolling them. Shape-wise, these are turning out great. This is what we want. Now the next step is to see how well will sourdough rise. As you all know, sourdough is a slow rising dough, so we'll have to give these croissants a little bit extra time. In this case, the rising can take anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour and a half. After they were done, the final conclusion is that these croissants are delicious, but they are not as flaky and they do not have the same taste as traditional croissants. Although they taste and look different, I would definitely make them again. Thank you guys for watching and we'll see you again soon.